Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. This is a beautiful but cold Sunday, January the 2nd, 2022. And this is your business episode number 284 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. Happy Sunday, folks. We're getting into the first week of the new year. I'm still not used to saying 2022. Today, we're going to talk about attrition rates. We're going to talk about why, is it fixable, or industry or trends. We're in a week-long series talking about how to judge the success of our business. We started this yesterday talking about clients. Today, we're going to talk in detail about the attrition rate. Now, what that is, small business owners, is the rate of clients that you have done business with that either A, won't do business with you again, or if you're in the service industry, they have stopped doing business with you. Now, for me, as a web designer, these would be clients that maybe we had on hosting or we had on support that for whatever reason have stopped. So that would be the attrition rate. And what you do is you take your total new clients that you acquired in a particular given year, and you take the number of clients that have dropped off and you divide that out and it gives you a percentage, like 2% or 3% attrition rate. So the very first business tip is you have to know why they are leaving you. So why is the reason? And there could be all kinds of reasons. In my industry, one of the main reasons why is they go out of business, right? But there could be other reasons. Maybe they found a competitor with lower costs. Maybe they had a problem with your service and didn't like it. Maybe they moved out of the area. If you have a localized business that you can't service out of the area. Whatever the reason is, you need to have some sort of exit interview strategy or follow-up call as to know why. It's very key that you know why, because it then determines the next things. Business tip number 2. Once you know why, assuming that you take full responsibility of everything, is it fixable? Did you service them too slow? Was it too expensive? Was it too cheap? Was your service crummy? Could you improve the service? Was it a clientele conflict with one of your staff members? Maybe it was you and it should have been another staff member. Whatever the details are, you need to determine whether it's fixable. And not everything is fixable. In my business, when I lose or have an attrition rate for a client that goes out of business, there's anything I can do about that. If they no longer are a carpet cleaner, then they don't need a website anymore or website services. But you do want to maintain the relationship, because I have found in my 11 years that clients that are in an attrition rate may come back with another business. But you need to know why they are leaving. And then number 3, you need to step back and analyze it, because if the attrition rate is really high, you may need to do some things, or you may need to change. Is it based on a trend or an industry? And I'll give you a perfect example. 11 years ago, I started out in a social media company that focused on solopreneurs. Well, guess what? In a year's time, the attrition rate was like 30 to 40%. And we realized, oh my gosh, the number one reason was these guys were going out of business. Remember, we were targeting new solopreneurs. So we realized that was a bad industry trend, and we needed to change our marketing strategy to customers that have been in business 3+ years. So just because you see an attrition rate, it may not always be you, and it may not always be fixable. It may actually be an industry trend that you need to adjust accordingly. So when dealing with attrition rate, business owners need to focus on the why, determine if it's fixable, and determine if it's an industry or trend. This is what I'm studying this week. All week, the first week of the year, I'm trying to come up with some business success indicators. Anything I've learned, I throw over the fence to you, because I want you guys to be awesome and go back to sleep.